All right, what it do? We're back at it again with another Madden 22 franchise game. Not a brain fart for a second, but yeah, we're playing Madden 22 franchise game using the London Black Knights going up against the Philadelphia Eagles. They are currently undefeated, so this should be a GG. Or I'll just get totally mollywobbed because who had player of the week? Because this is my first game of the day. But, you know, you never know. And we're playing in a blizzard. Awesome. And we have a breakout game all of a sudden. That's crazy. So let's just go ahead and go through this and then let's get into the game. Also, I want to check out his team because who knows what he has on his squad. Let's see. Yep, so we know what that's like. Everything's going to be much slower. People are going to be slipping and sliding. All that good stuff. Be confident. I ain't insulting this man. Love having plus 10 play recognition. Plus 10 play recognition. Because my defensive ends read screens much better. They also read like out routes and stuff like that. Yo, Diablo. 1 sack. Dude, he can get 1 sack. If anyone can get 1 sack, it's Diablo rushing off of that edge. That's awesome. So here's everyone up. Wait, how is Tebow on here twice? That's weird. Okay, Diablo. That's what I want right there. Cool. And then we'll start training. That was weird. Tebow was on there twice. I ain't never seen that before. So could I give him double XP? Like, if I would have just left it like that? Or would it have just been wasted? That's the question. So all the guys, all the linebackers who I'll put on the line, I'm making them run stopper because that's all I really want out of them. Duke Warwick, you don't even really see the field, bro. You don't play. Jamin Davis, you play. Let's do run stopping. Like I want the line of scrimmage to just be totally dominated by my front. And I feel like the thing that does that the most is run stopping and speed rushing. But all right, cool. So let's take a quick look at this. Look at this. Everybody speeds down. Tyreek Hill, bro, still 95 speed. So basically no one's catching him. All right, let's look at, so Tyreek Hill is my number one. Hold on. And then let's look at the fastest speed I have on DB. 92.91. Okay. So 95 and then 92.91. Let's look at his team. Okay, so my corners are faster than his receivers, so I can run man on him. I do have to worry about Russ being awesome. And then he has Hayden Hurst, who's a beast. That left side, or I guess the right side. Yeah, that right side. Wait a second. That's left. Oh, no. I'm tripping. So that is his left side. He just has his right tackle on his left tackle. In the left tackle spot. And he has a right guard in the right. Yeah, that's weird. But okay, cool. So his D line is insane. Oh my god. I mean, I guess so is mine, but Jesus. And all of his corners are slow. Nobody's keeping up with Tyreek Hill. Like 95 speed against 90, bro. Free safety, strong safety. Oh. That's all I gotta say about that is oh. That sucks. So his fastest cornerback is at 90 speed, and I think Mechie. Hold on, let's look at sub linebacker, see if he's hiding anyone. Nope. And I'm pretty sure Mechie. So I'm running man on him for sure. But hold on, I want to double check my team stats right now. Mechie's at 89, and he has a 90 speed corner out there. So if he lines up against Henderson, he would get locked up. But Tyreek Hill, no one's guarding him at all. And then at the corner spot, 92, 91, 87. And 92, 91, 87. 92, 91, 87. 92, 91, 87. I might not be able, because he has 89s on 2 people. So yeah, I don't think Coates is going to be able to cover his slot. What I could do, so I have 92, 91, 87, right? So what I could do is I can match up based on speed, match my corners up based on speed, and then yeah, 92, 91, 87. Nah, that still wouldn't work because he has 2 89s. So like these two get locked up just based off my first 2 corners, but Darius Slayton is the guy that will constantly get open if I'm not careful. Like the slot, like whoever Coates is on, he's gonna be slower than. Because his speed is at 87 right now, which means he has a lot of fast wide receivers. But I have a lot of fast DBs, so, and Darius Slayton's morale super low, so he must not have been playing very well lately. Or he must not be getting the ball very much. Not sure. But yeah, that's going to be the issue is Coates. That's the matchup that could potentially be an issue. Now the thing that I want to check as well is I might switch this up a little bit. So 87 speed, Buda Baker. Do I want to put Buda Baker there? Yes, I do. Croswell and Smith. I could put Tremont Smith in. There. So Tremont Smith will step in. And then see, I don't know, bro, because it's like it's cool having Jamin Davis, Devin Bush, and Divine Diablo in. And Devin Bush, Jamin Davis. So when I go nickel, it's going to be Nick on the line. I mean, I could take one of you guys out. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So, yes, we're going to do it like this. Buda Baker is definitely going to come to the sub linebacker spot. And then what we're going to do next is Vander Esch. This dude got injured? When? Maybe he always was injured and I just didn't realize it. But okay, and then we're gonna definitely have Jamin Davis on the left side. No. Yeah. Jamin Davis on the left side. Divine Diablo on the right side. And then nah. Hold on. What's your guys' block shedding? 78, 75. Nick Bonito's is only 71. Okay, one of these guys is getting switched to an outside linebacker. Making adjustments for playoffs, man. Moving people around. Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. Can't believe Van Der Esch is injured. Okay, so which one of you has better block shedding? Bush does. Okay, Bush. Are you also the faster one? You're not. That's interesting. Okay, so Bush, you are about to become a left outside linebacker. Okay. And then we're going to go to depth chart. Because I want to be able to put him on the line. So Jamin Davis is there. Devin Bush is there. Divine Diablo's there. So then Devin Bush is going to go on the line. And Jamin Davis is going to play the outside linebacker spot. Hopefully that makes sense. So yeah, I'm going to take Devin Bush off of that outside spot, put him in, put him on the D line, along with Bonito. And then for here, who do I want to come in when I can run 3-4? I guess this is my best bet. 84 speed, Cameron McGrone. Because then Devin Bush will be there, Jamin Davis will be there, Divine Diablo will be there, and then Bonito, I can put him on the D line. Like, I really should just move him to right end. At this point, right? What do I want to look at? I want to see who has abilities and what their abilities are. Defense. Nick Bonito. Run committed. So see, that's perfect. It sound right, boy. So if I guess run commit, then he's gonna be a beast. Which I guess is useful. And then Buda Baker comes in. All right, I think this is the setup here. Oliver stays in. You're the one that comes out. So I'm gonna put Bonito here at left end. And Bush here. So then I have like 4 linebackers on the field, 1 D tackle, and then 4 DBs. I think I counted that right. But yeah, that's dope. Wait, no, 5 DBs because the slot. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna set this squad up. Now, let's see what the league is looking like. Who plays who? What are the games? We're the last game. We're the only ones who haven't played yet. So. Looks like that guy beat the Bucks, which is cool. So here's how everything played out. Texans and Broncos will be playing. Whoever wins is going to play that guy. I mean, it's the number 1 seed, so this should be the toughest game I got to play. I mean, well, the other guy's a number 2 seed, so it's not like he's going to be a slouch either. And then the Broncos is probably going to win that game versus the Texans unless, you know, they pull off a crazy upset. And they are steamrolling these playoffs with a 51-14 win. But yeah, we got ourselves a big win last time too. So I ain't scared, man. Let's go ahead and get into this game.
Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the London Black Knights and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Toss left side for Etienne. A first down and more, Etienne. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Travis Etienne, 74 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Tremont Smith. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They're going to try and throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way, and then go for the big finish.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now it's Wilson. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Touchdown, Eagles. Oh, now Beckham from 19 yards away. And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Black Knights are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. He finds his target back up, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. They go play action with Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Ed Oliver, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit in the first quarter. Now they are set up first and goal.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
Maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Black Knights are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. He gets it to the 30.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Flushed out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Play action. It's Wilson. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim it.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 130 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Etienne with it. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And inside the 20 before
but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Dancing to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the defense. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies doing 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
They'll set up to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
To throw now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And they'll get to him just inside the 15.
It sounds right, boys.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyler Matthew. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Yeah, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top.
It sounds right, boys.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line. And after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Wilson from his end zone on 3rd and long. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense
sound
almost
right,
relaxed
boy.
and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
This returnable for Hill. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got it, not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we get you down
It
to
sounds
Coach
right,
Ballin
boy.
for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Here's Smith to return it. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Security eliminated. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Play action. Now Wilson completes it to the tight end, Burton. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I know sometimes we can get
It sound right,
boy
boy.
catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Once more, ETN. And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
It sound right, boy.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. You got nothing to work. You got nothing. 14, run it.
They'll try to run with ETN, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. And going deep for Hill. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they finally put it into this return. And now the ball is all the way down to the 37. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. They go play action now. Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamin Davis gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Run it. Mike 3.
Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Fighting his way through contact, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. 80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Melvin Gordon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Black Knights have taken the lead. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his second TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game up and out, picking up some of the slack. Just remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run, it's Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And he's got some space here. Oh, he shifts past him. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big pickup there on the run.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has it up for the 1st.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Etienne will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. Just football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and they work this well upfield across the 45.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Complete, it's Johnson. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Harris, touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 6.
It sound right, boys.
Turn sets him up pretty good here, right at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this, certainly a key moment in this game, trailing by 3, 4th quarter, with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Down, white boy.
Now Wilson. That ball caught by Slayton. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Philly.
So far, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a head to check the yardage.
It sound right, boys.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll get this off DTN. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
It sound right, boy.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right,
Separating
boys.
these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense, just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them certainly hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
It sound right, boy.
But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 6. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They'll drop to throw. Connecting with Hill. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation.
It sound right,
you
boy.
gotta try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 250 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And
It
this
sound
will be
right,
incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Eluding the pressure right. It's brought in by Harris. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. One last shot for Wilson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say 24-hour cheesesteak shop, here we come.
Oh, yeah, and I'm buying, partner. And guess what? I'm having mine with.
And I'm having two if you're buying. Good night from Philadelphia.